Hi, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Money Time Coaching channel. My name is Robert and I'm an accredited financial counselor with a specialization in financial coaching. And I'm also a mortgage agent. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of this helpful content going forward. In today's video, I'll be talking about reverse mortgages. As of 2022 consensus, there are more Canadians over the age of 65 than under 14. 20% of retirees are still paying for mortgages, which is still stressful for them because their income often drops. 66% of retirees are still carrying credit card debt, and this leads to challenges with making ends meet. And 42% of all homeowners in Canada are over the age of 55. So how does this demographic make up for the shortfall in income if they don't have anything else to fall back on, like investments or any other kinds of savings? The answer is simply consolidating this debt through a reverse mortgage. What is a reverse mortgage? Reverse mortgages are a long-term financing solution for Canadians 55 years of age or older that allows qualifying homeowners to convert a portion of their home equity into cash on a tax-free basis. With this reverse mortgage, borrowers are able to remain in their principal residence and no payments are required until the mortgage becomes due. The reason why reverse mortgages are becoming more popular is because of the reality that almost a third of Canadians are going into retirement with no savings. With a Canadian reverse mortgage, you maintain control of your home, which means you will never be forced to sell or move because of changing home values or earning power. Also, there are no monthly mortgage payments. Our lenders also guarantee that the amount that you or your estate eventually must repay will never exceed the fair market value of your home at the time it's sold. If the value of your home increases in value, the appreciation is all yours. All you have to do is maintain the property and pay the taxes and insurance. So when you retire, you don't have to give up the home you love. Why get a reverse mortgage? Most Canadians want to age in place. Canadian homeowners do not want to sell, regardless of how much their home is worth. Even when people move, they want to stay in the area they currently live in. But part of the problem is that when they move, they don't have the yearly income to qualify for a new property without paying for it with the proceeds of the sale of their current home. And then, if they choose not to do this because they want to keep some of the equity of their home, then they would likely have to rent. Getting a reverse mortgage is certainly a better option than renting. People are able to access the equity in their home as a key source of retirement funding. When we look at the numbers from 2016 to 2021, the average Canadian home price increased by 62%. There are a lot of real challenges for this demographic, and more people are living past the age of 65. This trend is likely to continue, especially when you factor in the fact that people are living longer because they're staying healthier and more active. For instance, back in the day, people living to 100 was a rarity, but now the number of people living to 100 has become more and more common and less shocking. This presents a real challenge for this demographic because it becomes clear that seniors are likely to outlive their savings. Cash flow is clearly the priority, and they have much less flexibility to implement changes to their current financial plan. The sad reality is that more than 80% of Canadians not covered by a pension plan will run out of savings within 5 years. Many retired Canadians are house rich but cash poor. They're struggling financially while sitting on an investment worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. A reverse mortgage allows you to cash in some of that investment in the form of tax-free money in either a lump sum amount or regular advances, all depending on what suits you and your need. We live in a world where home prices have risen at higher rates than salaries. This is leading to about a third of Canadians who are going into retirement with no savings. So reverse mortgages can be used to boost retirement income. What happens to your equity in your home? When you take out a reverse mortgage, you get to have access to some of the equity in your home now when you need it, not when you must move or sell. Your equity is the value of your home, less the amount of your loan. If you choose not to make any interest payment, the amount you owe will be calculated based on the time you stay in your home and the interest rate of your reverse mortgage. The good news is that in Canada, the value of your home has increased in value by over 5% annually over the last 18 years. The cost of downsizing downsizing versus the cost of reverse mortgage. When you hear downsizing, what might naturally come to mind is that you're getting a smaller place in order to save money. But the cost of downsizing is not cheap. For example, you'll still have to pay real estate fees, which is 5% of the selling price, legal fees for sales and purchases, land transfer tax, depending on the province or city that you're in, moving expenses, furnishing and upgrades, and condo fees. These costs can be $45,000 to $65,000. A reverse mortgage is a lot cheaper. This is due to there being less fees involved. For example, you would only have to pay for legal fees, home appraisals, and administration fees. And the cost for this is around $2,500 to $4,000, which is significantly cheaper than the cost of downsizing. 32% of Canadians aged 45 to 64 have no personal savings for retirement. In many ways, this is largely due to the fact that most employers shifted to defined contribution rather than defined benefits. Since I'm an accredited financial counselor, I would be able to help you if you're in this age range. So please visit MoneyTimeCoaching.com and I'll provide some educational content to help you better decide where you want to save your money for retirement. If you are younger than 45 and want to start learning about the benefits of saving for retirement, reach out to me directly as well, and I can help you in my capacity as an accredited financial counselor. What I can do as your mortgage agent. If you're over 55, I can work to secure reverse mortgage funding up to 55% loan to value. And in some markets, I can get funding up to 59% loan to value. But generally, how borrowing works is the older you are, the more you can borrow. In the instance that you get approved for the 59%, you would receive more money. But since the lender would be taking on more of a risk, there are premiums on the rate for that. The other way I can help is by working to get you approved for a specific amount, and then you can take monthly draws or monthly income, which helps you generate an income to make your life more comfortable. This can include bringing services into your home, such as home cleaning, property maintenance, and nurses who can administer medication if needed. The good news is there's also a no negative equity guarantee, which means at any point that you may want to sell your home, you will have money left over, and if you get into a negative situation, the lender I work with will suffer the loss and not pass it on to you as the client, and it's not passed on to the estate as well. So if anything goes south in the market, leaving your house worth less than what you owe to the lender I work with, they will suffer the loss. Why apply for a reverse mortgage? You get 55% or 59% of the value of your home as of March 2023. You get to stay in your home, maintain ownership and control. You also free yourself from a monthly mortgage, and there are no payments until you choose to move or sell. You get to receive your money tax-free, or there are options to make advanced interest payments. What can you do with money from a reverse mortgage? You can pay off debts, renovate your home, cover unexpected expenses, help the ones you love, enjoy the retirement you deserve, travel, or purchase a vacation property. I think the big thing to mention here is that you can also get a blanket mortgage for up to 3 properties, and it can be a vacation property, a second property, or an investment property. How do payouts work? Well, the loan is only due when both clients pass away or when they choose to sell the house. Pros of a reverse mortgage: does not require regular payments to be made on the loan. You can withdraw cash from the value of your home without having to sell it. It's easy to qualify for a reverse mortgage. You don't require any health or income information. Money on the reverse mortgage is entirely tax-free. Money from the reverse mortgage does not reduce your eligibility for old age security or guaranteed income supplement benefits. You still benefit from future increases in your home's value, which is a big one if you decide to sell. This can help offset some or all of your borrowing costs and accrued interest. Cons of a reverse mortgage: interest rates are much higher than typical mortgage rates. As you borrow more and more equity, interest starts to accumulate. These can add up and are deducted from the amount you'll receive. Myths of reverse mortgages: people maintain the ownership of the home. It's a myth that they lose home ownership. Reverse mortgages do not take your house. Actually, you could use your house to your children's benefit from a tax advantage, because with a reverse mortgage or any encumbrance that's on the property, it does not get charged a probate fee. You can also use a reverse mortgage to help contribute to your child's first home purchase. You can pay for your child or grandchildren to go to school or support a family business. Family members are already helping their children get into the housing market, but at least the reverse mortgage allows you to not have your cash flow get affected when you help your family. So if you're worried that you will not be able to leave an inheritance for your family, don't be, because although it might might be slightly reduced, it comes at a small price of allowing you to stay in the home of your choice and have financial independence. Should you be worried about retirement? Inflation and living costs raised drastically after COVID. The stock market prices and house prices have dropped over 20+% in 2022 and is expected to drop even more. Experts largely agree that we will see some type of recession in 2023, and I will include a short video of an economics professor explaining what the recession is likely to look like above. How long will investments last during your retirement? In my opinion, because we are living longer, there's a real chance of you outliving your savings. And at the same time, with market fluctuations, there's also a real possibility of your investments not living up to your expectations. But the good news is that if you own property, retirement is something you should not have to worry about, because the reality is you're sitting on hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're wondering when you should be considering a reverse mortgage, it would be in cases where you want to downsize, but still want to live in the area you're currently living in. For purchases, whether it's primary, vacation, or investment properties, or for living inheritances. These are cases where you gift equity in your home to family members or to invest that money as well. Another thing not mentioned enough is elderly divorces, also known as gray divorces for 60s and up. And usually what happens is one person wants to stay in the home, so the proceeds of a reverse mortgage goes to the other that leaves, or both divorcees could want to leave the property as well. In that case, the divorcees could use half of the money in the home to purchase something for themselves, and it would be for debt consolidation as well. The good news is that in all of these cases, there are no monthly payments and approvals last for life. The only thing that would happen is after 5 years, there will be a renewal and rates will change to whatever the rates are after 5 years. So if you like this video and you think a reverse mortgage would be a good option for yourself or someone you love and care about, reach out directly to me and I'll help you on your reverse mortgage journey. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and become an official member of Money Time Coaching. Your wallet and your future self will thank you.